He is such a prize. He's a treasure.
She just has a really joyful presence.
I'm so happy. I get like giddy, I can't stop.
We both can be really dorky, share a lot of the same like interests in music and food, love of friends and family.
This is a day that, in light of eternity, is a blip of a moment and is a vision, but in the lives that we live and the lives that we experience as you have places here has felt like such a long time coming.
I love him so much.
Elizabeth, I gave you this ring.
It's a symbol of my vow. And with all that I am,
And with all that I have, I honor you. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
amen.
There was one certain quality that I always admired in Liz, and it's her ability to take risks. Back in February, she told me she was booking a flight to Boston to spend a weekend with a guy she had met online. And I was cautious and concerned about another potential heartbreak.
There was one picture of him with his niece, and
Hello.
Hello.
he just seemed really, really kind and sweet.
She had messaged me, and then
Probably a week later, when he finally messaged back,
asking what her favorite comedians were.
3 things that are at my core being: faith and music and comedy. I'm like, okay. Then we exchanged numbers.
And then we were doing like FaceTiming. She also said these Marco Polos.
Here I am. I'm a real person.
Liz, I got the beers, kid.
So Yvette wants to talk to you about rainbow unicorns.
Thank you so much for sharing with me about rainbow unicorns.
Oh no.
Have you booked your flight yet?
Check it out.
And with every message and video, the awkwardness decreased, the excitement rose, and I know for Christopher, he became more and more oblivious to the rest of the world, but Liz. So it's amazing in such a short time how your lives have been changed.
We're gonna have so many opportunities to be crying, like.
She says delightedly.
I'd heard rumblings from Christopher and the family about him meeting someone in their long phone conversations and how Christopher suddenly was texting like a teenager. And I got to see how truly happy my brother was, honestly a changed man.
I knew starting back in like August or September that was going to be my last year at my school. And I called my mom and I said, this is crazy. I think I want to move to Boston.
Moving from Virginia to Massachusetts in a very short time has been a journey for you.
At that point, we're like, okay, this is it. We've only been dating like a month. We're like, let's do it. Let's start looking at rings.
I watched my sister in awe that all these risks she took and major life changes she made have worked out in her favor and brought her to Kris.
Love is as strong as death. It burns like blazing fire. Rivers cannot wash it away.
Today you officially begin this relationship of marriage, and you begin this complete sharing of life with one another. It's like a beautiful garden that has potential to enthrall and delight with its colors and aromas and panoramas, but which also requires weeding and watering and care. Christopher and Liz, the garden of your marriage can blossom and bloom and delight in every season of life, if you do the work of kindness and love, forgiveness and patience.
In the name of God, I, Elizabeth, take you, Christopher, to be my wedded husband,
I, Christopher, take you, Elizabeth, to be my wedded wife,
to have and to hold, from this day forward,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poor,
in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
By the authority given to me as minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, I pronounce that they are now husband and wife.
Kris was kind, he was thoughtful, he was patient, he was gentle. He still is all these things, by the way, but above else, and most importantly, he loves my sister like no one I've ever seen before.
Here I am, tormented Jets fan, and now we got another Patriots fan in the family. Got to know Kris, and in spite of that, I started to like him.
I can't tell you why the Cardinals sing. Why is honey sweet money be? No, I can't explain the northern lights, or how you put these stars in my eyes. But I know that I can carry the weight of the world when you hold my hand. It must be love. 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 Come on right now. It must be love. It must be love. Come on. Whoa.
I hope that you love Kris like you love him today forever.